Hello and a very good evening from Staplewood. It's Premier League Cup action tonight. It's the last 16. I'm Ian Wilding and we're here for Southampton FC against Leicester under-23s. We're here on the YouTube channel and Facebook page. A big night then for Saints. 3 wins away from the Premier League Cup final, something they achieved a few years ago, and it doesn't get much tougher as far as tests are concerned. Leicester are right at the top of the PL2, ahead of the likes of Liverpool, Spurs, Manchester United and Arsenal. They are 2 wins away, Leicester under-23s, from winning the PL2 Division 1. Well, should be an exciting game, this one. There's not been too many changes. That man Amani Little starts again for Southampton in the middle. Only the one change, in fact, in goal. Kingsley Latham comes in for Jack Rose, who picked up an injury against Norwich under-21s on Monday. So Rose goes out of the squad completely. Kingsley Latham comes in. So it's a kind of a 4-3-2-1 formation for Saints tonight. Latham starts in goal. It's a very young-looking back four. Alfie Jones is the most experienced, really, of the four. A back four of Ben Rothorn and Jake Vokins, the 2 fullbacks. Jones is partnered by Aaron O'Driscoll, who had an excellent game against Norwich 4 days ago. Little, O'Connor and Slattery, the 3 in the middle, although Little and O'Connor probably the 2 more deep midfielders. Slattery in front of them, Nathan Teller and Tyreek Johnson the attacking midfielders, and Michael Obafemi, who's on fire at the moment. A number of goals he scored for the under-18s. He scored twice on Monday against Norwich. Hoping to look to build on that tonight. As for Leicester, they don't make too many changes either. They suffered a disappointing result at Swansea, their last game, by 3-1. But they've got Bramley in goal, a back four of Johnson, Knight, Piscanu and Wood, Hughes and Chowdhury, the 2 in the middle, with Thomas, Dewsbury Hall and Barnes, the attacking midfielders, behind Gordon up front. There's Chowdhury and Alfie Jones just doing the handshake, and we are minutes, even seconds away from kickoff here at Staplewood. Saints could have 3 more games to go after this. They'll hope they've got more if they can progress through the Premier League Cup into the last 8. We'll be hoping to do it after 90 minutes this evening. Saints have been on a good run in this competition now. Now it's when it starts getting interesting, gets exciting, the business end really, up towards this competition. And it is Leicester City who are going to get us underway here. And the referee today is Mr. Adrian Quelch, who's refereed a few Southampton under-23 games over the last couple of years. It's George Thomas then to get us underway. And what's been a week of drama off the field for Southampton, certainly the senior side, with the change of managers. Mark Hughes coming in only 2 days after Mauricio Pellegrino departed. And it's been a good week for the under-23s. A win on Monday, and they'll look to build on that again, keep that momentum going again this evening. Live 90-minute TV coverage to come. And it's going to be Ben Rothorn with the throw for Southampton under-23s. Teller forward. Ball's going to be picked up that time from Max Bramley. He started training, Max Bramley, with the first team only a couple of years ago. That's when Kasper Schmeichel picked up an injury. Had some experience playing in the UEFA Youth League as well. Big things expected of him. Over Jones's head. Rothorn away. Wood heads on for Leicester, up towards Slattery. All done well from Johnson. Vokins on the overlap. It's got caught under him in the end. Here's Dewsbury Hall. And I don't think Johnson can have any complaints about that tackle. And Leicester win a free kick. Full of big stars, these Leicester players. They've got some good up-and-coming players. A number have had experience playing on loan for Football League clubs and also non-league clubs as well. It's Bramley to take the free kick. Tyreek Johnson a little bit unlucky there. Just couldn't pull the trigger at the last minute. Four goals for that man so far this season. Up towards Thomas. Goal kick Southampton. Something about those games coming up for Southampton. Blackburn away, Fulham away. Only one more home game to come, and that is at St Mary's Stadium for the under-23s against Middlesbrough. So Southampton will be hoping there's more home games to come at Staplewood if they can progress their way through to the quarter-finals tonight. Latham takes. Connor Wood, signed from Chesham in 2016 with a throw. Bobbling in the air, Teller can't quite get control of that. Here's Thomas for Leicester. Chowdhury. Here's Knight. Rowthorne away for Southampton. Back to Kingsley Latham. Gives it away. Here's a chance for Thomas. Infield, Gordon. Good tackle at the last minute though. Jones clears up towards Obafemi. Good turn from him. Johnson in front of him. Here is Johnson. Teller waits for it as well outside the 6-yard box. One away from Chowdhury. Takes a deflection as well and Leicester win a throw. He is a tough tackling midfielder, Hamza Chowdhury, and he showed it there. The Leicester captain. And it's going to be Darnell Johnson to take. Saints now up to 7th in the PL2 Division 2. They can finish in the top half and also go all the way in this competition. It would have been a fairly decent season for them, but Jones plays it back. O'Driscoll. Ball over the top, flag stays down. Johnson can't get there though. His namesake does, the other Johnson. Well closed down from Obafemi. Scored, as we were saying, a brace on Monday, Obafemi. One was after 13 seconds. The next was in injury time in the 90th minute. 90 minutes apart, 2 goals to add his tally for the under-23s this season to 3. Up towards Teller. And Connor Wood is going to let that go. And Leicester win a goal kick. Certainly a match that had everything on Monday night. We had a red card as they were going back into the tunnel at half-time for the Norwich player. We had a penalty which was missed from Jake Hesketh. 3 goals. Norwich also hit the bar from the halfway line. And it was announced during the game that Mauricio Pellegrino had departed Southampton as well. It was certainly a match which had everything on and off the field. And Pascanu is going to take the throw now for Leicester. Back to Latham. Jake Vokins, the Oxford-born fullback. So a quiet start to this game then. Driscoll there was put well under pressure there from Josh Gordon. First opportunity potentially here. Ball in, doesn't get past the first man though. Johnson away for Saints. Leicester try and keep that ball in play, but Dewsbury Hall, who's been fairly quiet so far, can't. The industrious winger. And Southampton win a throw. Nathan Tella, player who has impressed more and more over the last few months, arrived from Arsenal at the end of last year. And now Thomas for Leicester. Gordon. Good play from him, up to the back post, Chowdhury. Across. Leicester looking for that breakaway. Here's Johnson for Leicester, but Tyreek Johnson for Saints. He loses out and Barnes gets there instead. Saints try and win it back there from Amani Little, but Leicester get there this time from Thomas. Back to Chowdhury. Hughes. One back from O'Connor. Here's Tyreek Johnson. 3 in front of him. Spread across nicely. Here's a chance for Tella. Obafemi and Johnson in the middle. Nearly found him. Headed away from Hughes. Leicester win a free kick. Foul against Amani Little. As I was saying, good to see him getting some consistent games now for the under-23s. Amani Little did captain the under-18s. He's made the step up and certainly looks assured in that middle of the park for Saints after a run of injuries as well. And Max Bramley is going to take the free kick once again for Leicester City. Foul on O'Connor. The Irishman leaves it this time for Aaron O'Driscoll. Fellow Irishman. Another player who suffered with injuries when he was at Manchester City. He's going to leave it this time for Latham. And here is Alfie Jones. Touch from Tella. Opportunity for Slattery to put Obafemi away. Nearly got there. Bramley clears for Leicester. Tella, Chowdhury for Leicester. Wins the free kick for Leicester. Given instantly there by Adrian Quelch. Got fairly lucky there, Piscanu. Knight. Here's Wood. Thomas, Chowdhury. Johnson. Chowdhury again. Dewsbury Hall out left, ball in, nearly finds Gordon, does find Gordon, and Leicester have the lead. Really well taken goal, the first real chance of the game in truth, but Gordon made no mistake for his 4th of the season. Advantage Leicester City in this Premier League Cup game. It was a lovely delivery, and in the end, despite Alfie Jones' attempts, in the end they were in vain. And the Foxes have a 1-0 lead. Well, a disappointment that then for Southampton. So early on, within the first 10 minutes, Josh Gordon, certainly known for his direct playing style. And he's got in there at just the right time for Leicester to give them a vital goal here. Saints have it all to do. Different kind of test to Norwich when they were 1-0 up this time 4 days ago. And now Saints win another throw. Hopefully Southampton now can try and come back with an instant reaction. Vokin's back. Little across. Rowthorne. Kingsley Latham forward for Southampton. Headed on from Hughes. Off Tyreek Johnson's foot. And Leicester win another throw. Leicester are unbeaten in the PL Cup so far. They started with a 3-1 win at Barnsley. They also beat them 7-1 at home. Also had Portsmouth and Everton in their group stages, but they've come out of it unscathed. Certainly lots of talking and communication out on the pitch there this evening. Yeah, and that's a foul on Callum Slattery, whose first start for Southampton under 23s ironically was against Leicester a couple of years ago. And now he wins a free kick. Southampton looking to get that ball up to Obafemi and Teller if they can. O'Driscoll. Jones throw to Leicester. So it's Wood to take. Not the start Southampton wanted. They've not really got going, not created an opportunity so far. And when Leicester did get theirs, certainly clinical. Well taken from Josh Gordon. Arrived from Stafford Rangers, certainly a powerful centre forward. Scored a lot of important goals this season, including against Spurs and Liverpool. Now Jones finds O'Driscoll. Comes off Chowdhury. Another opportunity here. It's given away though quite easily from Knight. Here's Obafemi. All over the top, Teller's quick. He could get there. Could cause some problems here. Johnson needs to get in the box here still. Teller. As you can see though, Leicester getting back in numbers. Opportunity gone for the time being. Leicester looking well organised here. And now it's Dewsbury Hall who plays it forward. And it's given away and Southampton have another throw. Saying about Leicester's run in the Premier League Cup, Southampton did well as well to get into the top 2 of 4 to progress to the last 16. Won 3 of those 6 games. Now it's one back again from Ben Rowthorne. O'Driscoll. O'Connor gives it away, Chowdhury. Jones clears, Obafemi could get there, he does, comes off his chest, can he finish? Could bring others into play here. Nearly found Teller. Knight away for Leicester. Better from Saints there though, ball over the top, nearly got in behind there. And Thomas across. Here's Darnell Johnson, who's the godson of Emil Heskey. Had a great career at Leicester before moving on to Liverpool. And now Leicester have possession with Knight. Wood. Rowthorne to take the throw. So apart from that goal for Leicester, not a lot to report so far. Leicester looking more in control now, though, of this game. And a free kick to be taken now from Josh Knight. Cross now again to Johnson for Leicester City, Darnell Johnson. O'Connor back for Southampton. Here's Alfie Jones. So saying, played midfield earlier in the season, but cementing his place at the back now, Alfie Jones. Training with the first team this week, and here is Teller, two in the middle. Teller, good chance for Obafemi. Flags up anyway. But he didn't know that when he had the shot. And Obafemi there had that flag stayed down. By far the best chance and only chance of the game that would have been for Southampton so far. To be honest, Max Bramley had to stretch to get that anyway. Obafemi, the flag was up anyway, denied his third goal in 2 games. Well, Roddy Jahidi's been running the all over the opponents going into this game. He's been speaking to SouthamptonFC.com. Says that Leicester have got a good mix of youth and experience. Chowdhury wins that free kick. Direct ball then out towards Johnson. Darnell Johnson. Foul on O'Connor. Still got 18 months to run on his deal, Thomas O'Connor. He was drafted in on Monday at the last minute after an injury in the warm-up. Came in and dealt with it well, though, in Saints' 2-1 win. Saints have only lost 1 game in 8 in all competitions going into this match. Unbeaten in 5. Foul there on Slattery. Foul against Dewsbury Hall. And now all of a sudden Southampton have a free kick in the most dangerous position they've had so far this evening. Good play there from Callum Slattery, who can take these himself as well. So too does Jake Vokins, who stood over that ball. Could be either or. Instructions there from Roddy Jaidi, the Southampton coach. Tariq Johnson is in there, as you can see. 3 or 4 others crowded around inside the penalty area. What can Saints do here as we approach the halfway mark nearly of the first half? Can they peg it back? Slattery chipped in, headed on from O'Driscoll, and it has to be tapped behind there from Bramley. Caused some problems, and Southampton have their first corner of the game. O'Driscoll heading up, and Bramley's had to do that a couple of times now, had to stretch high and get that behind out for a corner kick. Let's see if Southampton can deliver. Jones and O'Driscoll wait for it. Have a bit of a delay here. The strapping on the shoe there for Max Bramley, the 20-year-old keeper. But a better couple of minutes there for Southampton, doing well to win that free kick. Not a bad free kick either. See if we can have a consistent delivery in here from the far side. Johnson, Jones, O'Driscoll, O'Connor, all standing around it. Vokins to swing it in for Southampton. Up towards the back post, headed away. that time from Hughes, did well there. Here's Slattery. Challenge came in and it was a good one from Gordon, the goal scorer. Here is O'Driscoll, who had that header a minute ago and had to go straight from his own penalty area there, from one box to the other. Here's Tyreek Johnson. O'Connor back to O'Driscoll. Amani Little. Kingsley Latham for Southampton. Leicester had won 3 in a row. That's against Arsenal, Everton and Liverpool before the Swansea game. As I say, they're well set up here tonight. Here's O'Driscoll. Not kept in by Teller, and Leicester win a throw instead. Too far for Gordon. Here is Amani Little. Across now, this time to Jake Vokins. Infield to Slattery, returns a favour, bit of space opening up, just keeps it in play. Here's back to O'Connor. Jones. Wants to play it back, and now here's an opportunity to move forward with O'Driscoll. Here's Slattery, looking to get this ball moving again. Looking to create the opportunities through him. Obafemi back for Southampton. Cross to O'Driscoll. O'Connor's ball. He's got Vokins to the left, who finds him. 3 forward wait for it, including Tyreek Johnson. Saints are going to have to try again. Slattery goes deep. Obafemi does brilliantly. Given a free kick though instead. He can't quite believe it, but Leicester awarded a free kick. Well, I was saying about Saints having lost for 5 in all competitions. 2 of them have come in the PL Cup, 3 in the PL2. Looking to keep that momentum going, and if they could keep it going tonight, it would be a huge bonus for them to get into the last quarter-finals if they can. But as we were saying before this game, challenges don't get much tougher for them really than tonight. Forward from Gordon. Goes all the way back towards Kingsley Latham in a Southampton goal. Here's Teller. O'Connor puts Vokins away. O'Connor. This is better from Southampton. Slattery's ball, is that too heavy? No, Teller keeps it in play, only just away. Slattery still has a chance, well blocked from Leicester, 4 in the box there. And Dewsbury Hall is going to run away with it for Leicester City. Better from Saints though, good movement between 4 or 5 players there. And Teller did tremendously well in the first place to keep that ball in play. Looked like it would be too far for him, but here's Jake Vokins. Lovely ball from him as well. Flag stays down. Johnson in the middle. Chance for Obafemi. Turns his man across to Teller. Too heavy in the end. Leicester going to get another opportunity. It starts to open up here, that's for sure. Leicester on the ball now with Barnes. Josh Knight goes left. Chowdhury. Bramley forward. Here's Thomas. Vokins to Tyreek Johnson. Here's Obafemi. Good play from him. Free kick. Saints subs as well this evening. Christoph Clara, the defender, Adam Parks, the goalkeeper, midfielder Will Smallbone, winger Steve Medaloza, and Ola Moller, who has scored 7 goals in an impressive spell on loan at League Two Yeovil early on in the season, makes up the 5th substitute. Came on Monday night, linked up well with Obafemi. Could well be seeing him at some point in the second half, especially if things stay as they are. But Saints a goal down. And here is Slattery again to Vokins. Another good ball. Vokins shot, and it's a good save from Bramley. Once again, coming from Callum Slattery. He's played 2 or 3 through balls like that that have so nearly come off. And that time, the ball in from Jake Vokins. Made himself big there, the Leicester goalkeeper Bramley, but Saints going to have another bite at the cherry here. Roddy Jahidi, Saints coach Steve Beaglehall just next to him. Corner swung in, headed clear. Johnson header is well out of play there, this time from Knight. Made no mistake there, and Saints have a throw. Well, Leicester put a few sides to the sword this season. The highlight, arguably, was a 6-1 win over Spurs. Although Southampton have done similar things to teams. Southampton beat Newcastle 6-2 earlier in the season. They've won 4-0 as well at one point. There has been plenty of goals involving Southampton this season. At home, Saints have scored 2.5 goals a game. They're going to need that kind of goal-scoring ability again tonight. Trailing by a 1-0. Gordon's goal. And another chance for Leicester here. Blocked that time from Alfie Jones and bars his shot. Here's Gordon. Back to Chowdhury. Chipped in. Headed on from Teller. Tyreek Johnson away. Here's Gordon. Darnell Johnson. Corner kick. Leicester haven't had too many of these so far tonight, but they're going to have a chance here. They don't play for a while, Leicester. Sunderland away in the PL2 on the 15th of April was their next league game. Final game at home to Derby 8 days later. Saints, as we're saying, have 3 more games to come in the league. Hoping not to go out of this competition tonight. It's the last 16 of the Premier League Cup. It's a corner to be taken from Dewsbury Hall. What a way, as Tyreek Johnson tries to get there for Southampton. Good play. Obafemi's got Teller in front of him. Square, still a chance for O'Connor. Oh, it's a lovely ball. Teller just gives it away. Beautiful ball though. And now Saints are going to try again. Still coming forward is Slattery. 2 in the middle. Tyreek Johnson. Picked up from Max Brownlee. Oh, Roddy Jahidi this week saying Southampton are comfortable playing on their own pitch. Very technical, looking to impose the game on the opposition. But at the moment it's been Leicester who've taken the lead, despite Saints having some good periods. And you get the feeling last 10 minutes or so has been Saints' best period. A lot coming from Slattery, and the pace of Teller and Obafemi causing Leicester some problems here. And Saints win another free kick. This time this is a foul on Teller, and it was Wood who fouled it. O'Driscoll, Vokins. O'Driscoll again, Alfie Jones. Slattery. Free kick, Saints win it. And here is O'Driscoll. O'Connor plays it back. O'Driscoll again back towards Latham in the Southampton goal. But a number of goalkeepers, Saints, in that wearing that #1 jersey this season. Latham's one of them. McCarthy's played a few games. Lewis as well over the last year or two. And now Vokins wins a throw again for Southampton. So Saints still have more than 10 minutes to try and get that equaliser then before half-time. It's been a slow couple of minutes. Here's Slattery. Seen too well there, though, from Pascanu. Saying about all those goals that Southampton have been involved in. 67 in 19 games in the league this season. That's either scored or against. But they need a goal here tonight. Trail by a goal to 0. Here's Vokins. Obafemi. Had it back there from Josh Knight. Max Bramley. Jones, Chowdhury. Foul on Vokins. Referee generally keeping his cards in his pocket though tonight. I think on Monday night we had saw about 9 or 10 yellow cards. Seems that every foul was a yellow card, but this was the goal that put Leicester in front after 10 minutes. Good ball in from the left-hand side. It was well delivered there, to be fair, from Connor Wood. Certainly got it in him. And despite Alfie Jones' attempts, couldn't get there. And Josh Gordon, his goal separating the two sides so far tonight, but a long, long way to go. And now it's forward from O'Driscoll. Chowdhury heads on for Leicester. Tyreek Johnson back for Saints, looking to get forward again. O'Connor across to the right. Here's Teller. Cleared again. Another throw to Southampton. Live TV coverage of this match on our Facebook page, Southampton FC, and YouTube channel tonight. Every home game Southampton under-23s are involved in this season. We have had live TV coverage. As we were saying, one more home game to come. That is against Middlesbrough on the last evening of the season. Knight heads on for Leicester. Not once but twice. Here's Chowdhury. Donnell Johnson. Chowdhury again. Here's Thomas, back to Chowdhury. Oh, gets it all wrong. Hits the dome. Don't see that happen very often. He was envisaging hitting it towards the back post by the looks of things, but got it all wrong. Shake of the head, you can tell what he thinks about that. In the meantime, it's a goal kick for Southampton, looking to get that rhythm going again. It's been a quiet last few minutes. And I say, Leicester haven't really created a lot of chances, but when they have created that good opportunity, the best of the game, they've taken full advantage from 8 yards. Gordon's goal separating the two sides. Saints look for an instant response. They didn't get it. They may get it now within the next 7 or 8 minutes before half-time. Tyreek Johnson, Chowdhury. Vokins leaves it this time. O'Connor away. Hughes forward for Leicester. Foul, that time on Jake Vokins. Leicester coaching staff there, not too happy about it, on the edge of their technical area, including Steve Beaglehole. He's been manager of Leicester under 23 since the 2012-2013 season. There was a year that Ruddy Jaidi, the Southampton coach, had to retire through injury. Volleyed forward. Pascanu delivers it. And there is the new Southampton boss looking on from afar. Mark Hughes in the middle of a big group there. And there he is. 2 days into the job. Having a look, they'll certainly be wanting to impress him tonight. Les Reed. Takes charge of his first match on Sunday as well in the FA Cup. That's at Wigan. Quarter-finals. Doesn't get that much bigger either, really, for an introduction, the Southampton manager. In the meantime, here's Slattery back towards O'Connor. Saints could get away here. Opportunity for Rowthorne. 3 in the middle. Tyreek Johnson included. Headed away from Pascanu, and Southampton may try again with another throw. Chip forward for Jake Vokins. Push on Johnson. Time running out here in the first half for Southampton. It's Slattery back now for Saints under 23s. In his Premier League Cup fixture, last 16 knockout stages. Leicester do well to win that ball back from Thomas. And in the end, it goes all the way back to Kingsley Latham. Again, Leicester are running riot this season. They've had mid-table finishes, really, 6th, 6th, 10th and 9th over the last 4 years, but they've had lots of success, the development team, over the last 5 years. Won the Professional Development League in 2013, also had success out in Hong Kong. Well, Southampton just give that ball away there. It's Thomas who wins it. It'll be a great experience for these Saints youngsters if they can progress any further in this competition, but Leicester again win the throw, which Connor Wood will take. Here is Barnes. Harvey Barnes back to Chowdhury. Chowdhury's touch is too heavy. Saints could capitalise here. They can get forward in numbers. Still up towards Obafemi. It's into the penalty area. It's touch too heavy. Picked up from Bramley instead. Thought that could have been the chance there for Southampton. Had 2 or 3 opportunities now, Southampton. Couple that is tipped behind Bramley. In fact, one was when Obafemi was offside inside the penalty area. But he's been kept busy on a couple of occasions, the Leicester keeper. Looking to test him even more in the second half. Maybe a twist or two to come before the interval. Aaron O'Driscoll to take. towards Obafemi. Cleared from Knight for Leicester. Here's Thomas. Foul there as Gordon coming forward for Leicester City. And I say, Leicester haven't created much. They haven't really had to, really, at the moment. They've held on well to this 1-0 lead so far, up to Southampton to respond in the second half. They have come back a few times from losing position, Southampton, this season. I'll hope it carries on today. Dewsbury Hall, who helped the quarter-finals, the youth team get to the quarter-finals. Leicester, the under-18s a couple of years ago, but Obafemi doing some chasing, not going to get there. Bramley does instead. Kicks it out and Southampton win another throw. Not long to go here in the first half. Marnie Little away for Southampton. Here's Wood for Leicester. Saints are going to get in behind that Leicester defence, but they've got to get it off the ball, off them first. Just enough on it from O'Driscoll. It's back towards Latham, back to O'Driscoll again. Here is O'Connor. Could play this. Wins the corner kick there. Josh Knight. Is this going to be the last corner of the first half? It could well be. Find out soon from the fourth official how many minutes of injury time we're going to have. I wouldn't have thought it'd be any more than one. In the meantime, corner kick here to be taken. Dewsbury Hall to take it. Not in a rush to take. Although the majority of Leicester players are still up there. It's only Chowdhury who's back there inside the centre circle. Kieran Dewsbury Hall. He signed his first professional contract only last year. Looking to get a decent delivery in here. Saints need to stay focused. Ball in. Another dangerous ball. And it's a goal. And Leicester have scored just before half-time. It was a well-taken header. It was a peach of a ball, and Leicester made absolutely no mistake to extend their advantage here at the training ground. And all of a sudden, it becomes even more of an uphill struggle now for Southampton. And Leicester City, who again haven't created too many opportunities, but the header there from Hughes, who scored plenty of goals last season for Chester alone, from that midfield position, heads home this time for Leicester City. And now it's a terrible time for Saints to concede, just when the fourth official puts up his board as well for 2 minutes of added time. Into it now. And Sam Hughes, player of the year last year at Chester in the National League, headed home, so 2 headed goals for Leicester City. And plenty to ponder there again once more. Mark Hughes, you can just about make him out there in the background. Sure, he'll have lots to think about, certainly at half-time. Now here's an opportunity. Waddy Jahidi to going to try and rally his troops at the break in the changing rooms. Try and motivate the team to an inspired comeback. At the moment, though, it's all going Leicester's way. Less than a minute left of the 2 of stoppage time. Chowdhury delivers it forward. Vokins away for Southampton. Tyreek Johnson. There's the whistle. Not a good time for Southampton to concede right on the brink of half-time. And it was Hughes with a header. And there is his namesake watching on. So there we go, 2-0 to Leicester City. An early goal within the first 10 minutes. There's a lovely ball in from Connor Wood. Make no mistake there from Josh Gordon, despite attempts from Alfie Jones to clear it off the line. That got Leicester moving. It was a delightful ball. It's a striker's dream, really. He headed home to get his 4th goal of the season. So he's got 4 for the season. As for Hughes, he's certainly a goal-scoring midfielder because he's got 6 for the season. But as you can see, the disappointment there on the Southampton players. And then just when he thought Southampton regroup at 1-0 at half-time, well, Southampton couldn't get that away and Leicester had other ideas. And there was Hughes with the final touch to put Leicester 2-0 up. Well taken header, to be fair. Just where he wanted it, bottom corner, leaving the goalkeeper stranded. So that's where we're at. It's not been full of chances. Leicester haven't really created a great deal at all, but they've generally been in control. Leicester have had some good periods, but a goal after 10 minutes and 45 minutes, they've been clinical. Southampton's best period probably coming between sort of 25 and 35 minutes, using that pace to try and get in behind that Leicester defence, but they'll need to do more, a lot more in the second half. Live coverage to come then on Facebook and YouTube in the second half of this Premier League Cup fixture, the last 16. But at half-time here at Staplewood, the Southampton training ground, it's Southampton under-23s 0, Leicester 2. And welcome back then to Staplewood, where at the moment Southampton have it all to do. 2-0 down against Leicester under 23s. A goal within the first 10 minutes was scored from Josh Gordon. It was built on just before half-time. A headed goal from Sam Hughes for his 6th for the season. Well, Southampton are going for it, looking to try and change things straight away. A double substitution, as you can see. Olamola coming on, so too is Will Smallbone, the midfielder. Nathan Teller and Tom O'Connor coming off. So like-for-like substitutions, but Saints looking to just inject that little bit of extra pace into proceedings in the second half. So we're live here, under 23 action. It's the Premier League Cup. It's Southampton at home to Leicester. Saints 2-0 down. It's the last 16, looking to progress through to the last 8 tonight. At the moment, it's all Leicester as far as the goals are concerned, but chances, it's been fairly 50-50, but Leicester have been more clinical. So we'll go through the sides in a second, tell you what it means. Ball into the box though, nearly finds Tariq Johnson. Might get another go here for Southampton. Back this time. And Rowthorne across. Here he is again, back towards Callum Slattery, who feeds it all the way back to Alfie Jones for Southampton, looking to move this ball forward again. Here's Aaron O'Driscoll. Picks up though. And Daryl Johnson is going to get that away for Leicester. So Saints have got Latham in goal. A back four of Rowthorne, Jones, O'Driscoll and Vokins. They try and bring that ball down. This time that's a foul, is it? No, says the referee. Chowdhury forward. On Obafemi. This time there is a foul on Gordon, who scored Leicester's first goal within the first 10 minutes. So those are the 4 at the back then for Southampton. A midfield 3 of Amani Little, Callum Slattery and Will Smallbone, although it's Slattery who's moving forward as more of that attacking midfielder. Alfie Jones with a yellow card there, produced from Adrian Crouch. Teller and Tariq Johnson were the wingers, but Teller's come off. So on has come Olamola, just playing off Michael Obafemi as that man up front. So 2 substitutions for Saints, none as of yet for Leicester. We'll go through their side in a second. There's Chowdhury across to the right-hand side. Could be an early opportunity in the second half here for Leicester. Away it goes up towards halfway. Hughes. Saints win a throw. So Leicester have got Bramley in goal, a back four of Darnell Johnson, Josh Knight, Sam Hughes and Connor Wood, Chowdhury and Kaba Sharif in the middle, attacking midfielders of Barnes, Thomas and Dewsbury Hall, and Josh Gordon as that man up front. I should say, actually, it's not Sharif, it's Paskanu in the side for Leicester City. My apologies. Sharif is on the bench with Stolaricki, Martis, Muscray and Apaya. Saints have possession now. Tariq Johnson plays it back. Up towards Obafemi. Very laboured first half, really. Not a great deal of opportunities for either side. Leicester, who are looking to go all the way in this competition, reached the 3rd round of the Checkatrade Trophy earlier on in the season. This is one where they realistically think they can go on and win. They are the best academy side in the country at the moment, right at the top of the table. And you can see why, really, the way they've set up tonight. Good test for these Saints youngsters. Kingsley Latham, the goalkeeper for Saints, saying what a big challenge it is to play against the better teams. 2 goals in the first half separating these 2 teams. Paskanu. Here's Bramley. Paskanu again. Bramley forward for Leicester. Chance for Saints, play it back this time from Amani Little. Here's Donnell Johnson for Leicester. Turns his man well, to be fair. Olamola tries to get the ball off him. Free kick given to Leicester City instead. Olamola wasn't too happy with that decision, but free kick given to the away team. Curled into the back post, headed away. Leicester still might get another chance here for Knight. Slattery heads on for Southampton. Cross from Dewsbury Hall. Chest tight, well dealt with there from Latham. Not under a great deal of pressure, but had to stay composed. The Saints haven't done too badly as far as the league's concerned this season. Up to 27 points now from 17 games. 2 behind the top 6 with a game in hand, so they could still, as you say, finish in the top half. It has been slightly mixed, but it's been their best run of the season so far, last 8 games. Just that one defeat. But they'll hope that good unbeaten run of 5 games won't come to an end tonight. They've got it all to do, though. Ball down from Barnes for Leicester. Good play from him. Here's Gordon. Knight, Chowdhury. Under pressure from Olamola, it's well cleared. O'Driscoll. Vokins. Good play there from Olamola. Vokins again. Infield. Cleared from Hughes. Jones. Here's again, here's Vokins. Olamola. Alfie Jones. It was Josh Knight who played it back. I was saying it was a slow first half generally. That's how it's continued, but Saints looking to build up a little bit of possession here, looking to do something with it. Little out left. Olamola back, here's Slattery. Again, pulling a few strings in the middle. Slattery was in the first half, but plays it across to Little, who finds O'Driscoll. Need a bit more urgency here from the Saints youngsters. Jones. Good play here. Obafemi's got Olamola in front of him. Does well though. Loss of space. This could be the chance for Saints. Oh, it's a brilliant save. Really well hit there on the edge of the penalty area from Will Smallbone. The substitute. He's only been on for a few minutes. And he nearly brought Saints right back into this game. Bramley's made a few saves. They have forced a few saves out of him tonight, Saints. And this time they win a corner kick on the far side. Great attempt from Will Smallbone there. He scored a stunning goal in the FA Youth Cup against Manchester United last season. Described it as a dream come true. Nearly on the score sheet there. Saints could still capitalise with a corner. Into the back post, Bramley punches away. Tyreek Johnson out to the left-hand side. Saints could get another chance here. Not that time, touch is too heavy from Tyreek Johnson, and now Leicester could easily get Saints on the breakaway here. In the end, they win a free kick. And Will Smallbone goes into the book for that challenge, just a minute after that great shot on the edge of the penalty area. Case of what might have been. As it is, stays 2-0, and Smallbone goes into the book. He's dealt with this game generally well so far, this referee tonight. Here's Johnson. Rowthorne on the overlap, goes in field. Little, Vokins. Olamola plays it back. Here's Slattery. Oh, puts Saints in here. Real opportunity. And again, it's fairly straightforward save there from Jake Vokins' shot from Bramley, but much better from Southampton. 2 good opportunities in the space of 2 minutes. That's what we want to see from the Saints youngsters here. That little bit of urgency, getting in behind the defence. And Jake Vokins, who's been capped recently by the England under-17s, was nearly in there. A pacey and powerful fullback, and a great run there from the Saints fullback, and it just starts to open up here at the training ground. Here is Barnes for Leicester. Barnes could curl it. Oh, and it goes just wide of the post. Now the chances are coming in thick and fast. Terrific run from Barnes. 3 players around him, but that just curled at the last minute. Late bit of spin. Does have the ability to score great solo goals, Harvey Barnes. He made his debut at Porto in the Champions League for the senior side only last year. Also had a loan spell at MK Dons where he scored 5 goals. And Mark Hughes, the new Southampton manager, only appointed on Thursday, or Wednesday night I should say, will be a lot more encouraged from what he's seen last few minutes from Saints. But here's Barnes again for Leicester. Cross towards the 6-yard box. Away from Dewsbury Hall's cross. Vokins could take no chance. Leicester have another corner. Becomes end-to-end now. Which gives Southampton an opportunity, really. But Leicester, who scored from a corner just before half-time, have their first corner since then. It's going to be Thomas with the corner kick. Into the penalty area. Could fall again tonight. Certainly hit it 100 miles an hour. Into the side netting instead, though. And hopefully that bit of tempo, that momentum can continue for the next 10-15 minutes or so. It would certainly give Saints a chance. As Leicester looking to kill the game there, really. 3-0, and you'd say there's pretty much zero chance almost of a way back. But 2-0, there's still a chance for Southampton. And Leicester give it away. Chowdhury goes for it. Chowdhury again down the right wing. Still the options are there inside the box. Still they could finish. Oh, and they do, and it's a really well taken goal from Dewsbury Hall, and you get the feeling there's no way back now for the Southampton youngsters. It looks like Leicester are booking their place in the last 8 of the Premier League Cup. It was a really well taken goal from Dewsbury Hall. Lovely ball in the first place from Thomas, and Leicester's number 11 makes absolutely no mistake. It's 3-0 to Leicester City with half an hour left to play. That was a great ball in. They had to turn 180 degrees. The frustration there from O'Driscoll and Jones as it found the back of the net. Saints will feel they gave him too much space, but he took that goal really, really well. And Dewsbury Hall makes it incredibly difficult now for Southampton, and it's just a shame it happened when it did. Became end-to-end. You never knew who was going to get that next goal. The fact that Leicester did hopefully won't stop Saints from creating more opportunities here. Here's Obafemi. Little. Here's Rowthorne. Really solid professional performance from Leicester tonight, and it's Connor Wood who gets it away. Rowthorne with a throw. Here's Slattery. Given away. Olamola. Vokins back to Little. Chance now for Slattery. Tariq Johnson. Slattery again. Can Rowthorne keep it in? He can't. Goal kick to Leicester City instead. Well, you can see why Leicester hit 7 past Barnsley earlier on in this competition. And why they're so free scoring all season, really. So saying top of the PL2 Division 1, 36 points from 20 games. Liverpool are second with a game in hand. So a chance for either Liverpool or Arsenal to win the title at the moment, but it's Leicester who lead. Looking to repeat what the senior side did when they won the Premier League back in 2016. Against all the odds, but Southampton got to try and get a goal next 5 minutes or so to try and breathe life back into this game. At the moment, it's looking extremely difficult. Comes off the head of Connor Wood, who just stops that from going out for a corner kick, by the looks of it. In fact, the referee signals corner. Mehdi Jahidi and his side have just under half an hour to rescue this game. 3 goals in half an hour. A huge, huge task, but it would become slightly easier if Southampton can capitalise here. Vokins with a corner. Bit of infringement inside the box. Referee Adrian Crouch just goes over to sort it out. Obafemi in amongst it inside the 6-yard box. Olamola's in there as well. Ball into the far post, punched away from Bramley. Another corner. Slattery to take. Saints have Middleoza and Clara as their outfield players to potentially bring on. Ball in from Slattery. Headed away. This time from Hughes. Tariq Johnson. And that's the second one that hits the dome tonight. Harmlessly over the crossbar. And Leicester stay 3-0 up. Number of players in and around it. Obafemi in there, Olamola in there as well. Tariq Johnson harmlessly over the crossbar. Well, Leicester over the last few years have been abroad a number of times, out in Europe. They're involved in the Premier League International Cup, as well as the UEFA Youth Cup. Southampton, all of their games been on home soil this season, but they're looking to stay in their only competition they're left in, as well as a league. And now here's O'Driscoll for Southampton. 3-0 down, back towards Alfie Jones. Darnell Johnson away. Pensive look from Roddy Jaidi. Throw again from Jake Vokins. Alfie Jones for Southampton. 3 players crying out for it. One of them is that man Obafemi, but gives it away. Well-timed challenge from Slattery. Leicester have it where they want it at the moment, just looking to control the second half, take their time with the throws. Frustration creeps in here for Southampton's youngsters. It's a throw to be taken from Connor Wood. Free kick signalled. Latham to take. Man who arrived from Yeovil. Started at Torquay United, the goalkeeper. And he's going to try and deliver it long up towards the head of Obafemi. Too far for Olamola. Back again. Good football from Leicester. Here's Thomas. Thomas curls the ball in potentially. Oh, and it's right off the head there by the looks of things of Slattery. Shot comes in from Gordon. If it was, he didn't respond. Throw to be taken now from Connor Wood. And what certainly a milder night than it's been last few Southampton under-23 games tonight, but Leicester looking to extend their lead here. Straight at chest height in from Dewsbury Hall, who scored Leicester's 3rd goal. So 2-0 to Leicester at half-time, 3-0 now. Goal on the stroke of half-time, making it 2. And Leicester's goal came during an end-to-end game. It was one of those where it started to open up. You knew a goal was coming, just didn't know who it was for. But that 3rd goal, changing the feel of the goal in game completely. And Southampton have possession now, comes off the knee of the right-hand side to Slattery. Tries to put Olamola away. No one up there though. Misplaced ball into Bramley's foot, and he will naturally take his time before delivering this forward for the away side. Thoughts of Ruddy Gini to come after this game as well. That will go on our SouthamptonFC.com website. At the moment, Southampton crashing out of this competition, the Premier League Cup. Can't see it really being any way back for Southampton at the moment, but a free kick nonetheless. Leicester yet to make their substitution. Sharif, Martis, Musquet, Apaya and Stolarkic, the keeper, all on the bench. And as I speak, Josh Apaya is a man readying himself to come on, the Belgian forward. So some fresh legs for the away team. Alfie Jones to take the free kick then for Southampton. Here's Slattery. Vokins again in field. Here's O'Driscoll. Johnson for Leicester. Throws to Leicester again. So again it becomes more kind of a snail pace really this game goes down to, as Leicester looking to hold on to this 3-0 lead. Especially if they keep winning throws and goal kicks, which they seem to be doing at the moment. Given away, picked up from Jones for Saints. He's in a hurry, ball forward Dealt with though, bread and butter really for Johnson and Chowdhury. Here's Slattery. Misplaced Gordon back for Leicester. Knight. Still Knight. Thomas waits for it. Not going to find him, but he wins a corner instead. Another corner for the away team. So I was saying earlier on about 4 goals a game. Saints have been involved in this season. Well, it's heading up towards that average again, but unfortunately for Saints, 3 have come for the away side. They've conceded 3 less than they've scored in the league before as well so far. But here in the Premier League Cup, here live on Facebook and YouTube, the Southampton FC channel, chance for Leicester to make it 4 here. Ball in towards the penalty area. They could get 4, but it's away after Hughes' header. Nearly a deja vu. Hughes was the man who scored Leicester's second goal from a corner with a header. Here's Gordon. Still Gordon. Couldn't hit the target. Looking for his brace. Bit of space there though for him. Off target, and Leicester are about to make their first substitution of the evening then, as expected. On is coming Josh Appiah and Kiernan Dewsbury-Hall, who scored Leicester's 3rd goal of the night with a good finish. The only goal of the second half. Killing it really for Southampton, it feels. Here's the man who is going to come off. So he's off. Josh Appiah is on. Goal in 14 games this season for Leicester, looking to improve on that tally tonight. Another quick and powerful centre forward. Foul on Donnell Johnson. Chance again on the edge of the box here. Barnes could have lost his opportunity. Plays his teammate in though, and the substitute Appiah is blocked. Might get another chance here. It was Knight with a header away from Vokins. It's been an assured performance from Leicester so far tonight. But for a spectacle, it was a game which was becoming entertaining, as we were saying, but it has, since that 3rd goal, slowed things down now. And Chowdhury, the captain, is going to take it. Hughes heads on. Flags up, which means Leicester win a corner instead. Everything going for Leicester at the moment and against Southampton, as is often away when you're 3-0 up or 3-0 down. Saints had lost 5 games in the PL2 going into this game, 1 in the Premier League Cup at home, that's what that is. Looks like it's going to be 7 home defeats now. Come on, Deeds, get on the end of it, come on! Leicester have 5 in the box. Hughes is one of them, and once again, Hughes is in there. See why he scores so many goals from corners and free kicks. He got one in the first half, he nearly got another there. And Leicester continue with this commanding lead at the moment. Kingsley Latham with the goal kick. Leicester coming forward quickly here. Another chance here for Barnes. This time he was nearly successful, and a double great save from Latham. Barnes with the first curling shot. It was Chowdhury with a diving header the second time. And Barnes, as you saw earlier on, he went for that curling shot on the edge of the penalty area. He went for it again. This time he forced a better save out of Latham. And the diving header from Chowdhury, it nearly paid off. Brilliant play there from Saints goalkeeper. And Musgrave is about to come on for Leicester City for a double substitution, or a second substitution of the night for Leicester. So substitution here then for Leicester, the second of the night for them. And a good performance there for Josh Gordon, who scored that goal for Leicester City to give them the lead after 10 minutes. Different kind of challenge now though for Southampton, as Admiral Musgrave is the man who comes on. 6 in the box, curled in again from Wood. Header that time from Donnell Johnson over the crossbar. So Admiral Musgrave is on. A great name that is. Out for a goal kick there from Donnell Johnson's header. Rising high there. And we've seen so many corners, haven't we, really, from Leicester in the second half. It's been corner after corner, really, particularly after going 3-0 up. Oh, and that was a big challenge there. Heard that from here. Slattery against Connor Wood. It's a good job, and both made contact with the ball there, otherwise that would have been a nasty one. Connor Wood volleyed forward from Alfie Jones. Away from Knight. Appeals for handball. Given. Off the substitute there, Musgrave. It's going to be a yellow card for him as well for standing in front of the ball when that free kick was taken, so Saints are going to try again. Alfie Jones. Here's O'Driscoll. Oh, down from Thomas. Thomas wins a free kick. Yellow card now for that for Amani Little. So we're not seeing too many yellow cards from this referee. 2 there though in the space of 30 seconds, 1 for each team. And then frustration there from Little, you can tell. But Leicester are going to try again here with a free kick, and it's played back this time from Appiah. Headed on. Knight does the chasing. Volleyed forward from Chowdhury, who had that diving header a few minutes ago, which was well saved from Latham with the double save. Throw to Leicester. Still got opportunity here. Looks like the substitute wins another corner kick for Leicester City. 3-0 up. It's very difficult at the moment. Leicester having so much possession, difficult for Saints to get the ball off them and just kick the ball inside Leicester's half at the moment. It's been all Leicester really, certainly since that third goal. Before that it was, as we were saying, fairly open, fairly 50-50 as far as chances are concerned. They might get another attempt on goal here. They do from Hughes. Heads on, doesn't get that anywhere towards goal though. And Saints can breathe a little bit of a sigh of relief. They win a goal kick. That's about 4 times now a corner's come in up towards Hughes' head. He scored one of them on the stroke of half time. Forward now, up towards Jones for Southampton. Looks like putting him under pressure. As I was saying, Saints started the season with a 4-0 win at home to Reading back in August. One of the men on the team sheet tonight scored there, Tyreek Johnson, 2 for Afolabi as well. And again, it's been mixed really ever since, but on a good run at the moment. But 3-0 down here as Olamola gives it away. Comes off Obafemi's foot, throw to Leicester City. All the throws and corners and goal kicks at the moment going in favour of Leicester. Saints warming up middle loser there, so the final throw of the dice for Southampton, a third and final substitution to come. They'll be on very soon. Foul there on Aaron O'Driscoll, the ex-Manchester City starlet. So Middle-Loser's the man who's coming on. Again, he can play central or he can play out wide. In the meantime, Leicester are going to make their third substitution. They took a while to make any, but now they've made 3 in just over 10 minutes. Kaba Sharif is coming on. Josh Knight coming off for Leicester City. The tallest man on the field. Played well. Certainly a commanding midfielder. Imposes himself on the game. And Sharif, just that one change for Leicester after that defeat against Swansea. Sharif is the man who came out. Gets a run out for the last 10 minutes or so, though, of this game. The battling midfielder. Chowdhury. Slattery. Here's Obafemi. Still Obafemi. He fell over. Like that was on the edge of the box here for Southampton. Did well there as he was fouled that time from Kaba Sharif. So his first introduction there coming on for Leicester. It's a foul on the edge of the penalty area. And maybe Southampton can get a goal here to breathe a little bit of life into this game going into the last 10 minutes of this one. With injury time as well to come, if you include that. Vokins to take. Looking for his options. Jones in there. A couple of others in there as well. Olamola and Obafemi in there looking to try and get that goal for Saints. Oh, and it nearly went all the way in off the crossbar. From Vokins' ball. Arguably the best chance Saints have had here in the second half. It's been summing up Southampton's luck at times tonight. Ball in, just too far for Johnson. And you get the feeling that was the chance Saints needed really to give themselves any kind of hope. Went over Chowdhury's head. Fine margins there for Southampton as Leicester holding on there to that clean sheet. But to be fair, that's the first real chance Southampton have created last 15-20 minutes or so. Bramley with the goal kick. Throw to Southampton. Ben Rowthorne to take. Certainly a versatile player. He can play left back, defensive midfielder, but he's playing in his less natural position right back, Rowthorne. JD's been impressed with him though. Offside there. Not seen too many of them at all tonight. But this time the flag is up. Musgrave, a substitute, goes into the book. Latham with a free kick. Hughes on for Leicester, headed on again. Southampton win it back again. There's Amani Little, ball out to the left-hand side. Move breaks down. Leicester in cruise control at the moment. Forward from Bramley. Chowdhury for Leicester. Connor Wood. Leicester will be going back to Holmes Park in good spirits. That's where they play the majority of their home games. Home of Leicestershire County FA. They've certainly won a few at home. They've certainly won plenty away as well. And they're heading for an away win here tonight. Heading to the quarter-finals of the Premier League Cup. As things stand, they look like they're going to do it comfortably as well. Too far for a pyre though. Goal kick Southampton. Last few minutes. Kingsley left them to take. Off the head of Olamola. The ex-Arsenal forward, used to captain the under-18s as well, Olamola. Just looking for that service really again to get in behind that Leicester defence. In the meantime, here's Kaba Sharif for Leicester. There's a foul. Again, the book's going to come out there for that foul on Musgrave. O'Driscoll to go into the book. So 3 yellow cards for 3 Southampton players in the second half. That time for O'Driscoll for the late challenge. Just again, more frustration creeping in really for Saints here at the training ground. So as things stand then, it looks like this could be the last home game at the training ground for Southampton this season. As we were saying earlier, the final home game at St Mary's Stadium against Middlesbrough at the end of April. Yellow card for O'Driscoll. Plenty more under-18 action to come as well though for Saints. And the senior side have 8 league games left to try and stay in the Premier League, plus FA Cup action to come on Sunday away at Wigan Athletic. This one's live on YouTube and Facebook, the official Southampton FC channels and pages, but as we were saying, every single game at home live with us. For the under-23s, free kick for Leicester, no rush to take. Here's Chowdhury. Good movement here though. Did well to win that corner kick on that right-hand side. That was George Thomas, who's had a good couple of curling shots from the edge of the box in the second half, and he wins a corner again for Leicester. Ball will go up soon. See how many minutes of injury time we're going to have here. Number of substitutions, maybe 4 minutes I would guess.
Come on, get on it, Deeds, come on.
Into the near post. Away from Little, here's Chowdhury for Leicester.
Don't get sloppy, come on!
Darnell Johnson with a throw then again for Leicester City.
Get it, lad! Switch it! Get round it, buddy. Get round it, buddy. There you go. Get round it.
Pascanu. Back to Bramley again. Ball goes up. 3 minutes indicated from the fourth official. I think a bit of common sense prevails there as well. No more than that really needed with Saints out of this game now. Headed back this time from Hughes. Maybe a late consolation goal, you never know, to come for Southampton, just to give them a little bit of optimism going into their next match. That's away at Blackburn Rovers to come. That's back in the league in the PL2. In the meantime, Leicester's season all to play for, going for the title and also going for the Premier League Cup as well. So you're saying Saints won the Premier League Cup a few years ago in front of a bumper crowd. But they're not going to win it this season, sadly. Here is Alfie Jones back towards Latham. Wood heads on for Leicester. That's one of those anywhere will do balls for Leicester. Nearly created an opportunity though. Alfie Jones away. Only as far as Thomas. Encouraged to shoot there from the coach, but it's played across again. Another opportunity for Barnes. Barnes with a 1-2. Barnes could really seal it here. Oh, Leicester do. Emphatic. Thomas made no mistake. And Leicester City have had a brilliant night tonight. 2 goals in the first half, 2 in the second. Southampton haven't been able to deal with them, and Leicester are going to win this match 4-0. Make no mistake there from George Thomas. He scored 9 goals last season at Coventry alone. Certainly attracted Leicester City, who signed him for an undisclosed fee. In fact, there's so much promise. He made his professional debut at the age of 16 against Leyton Orient, and he's got on the score sheet tonight. He's Leicester's top goal scorer, the attacking midfielder this season for the under-23s. He scored 8 goals, and Leicester have scored 4 tonight. And it doesn't look like Southampton are going to get one either now, heading into the very final stages of this game. An injury time goal. Saints got a 90th minute goal to win the game against Norwich on Monday. But a 90th minute goal tonight has just rubbed salt into the wounds. Leicester lead by 4 goals to 0, and once again win a free kick. Foul that time on Kaba Sharif as we head into the last 60 seconds or so of this game.
Get the ball out!
That's it then. Emphatic. Leicester were clinical, took control of the game as soon as they went 3-0 down. Saints didn't really have the answers in the end, and Saints has a frustrating night in the end, hoping they could progress through to the last 8 and really progress and get themselves on a nice little run in the Premier League Cup. They got through the stages of the groups, Southampton, but Leicester unbeaten in the Premier League Cup this season, and you can see why. They head into the quarter-finals, and they've done it in style. It all started well for them as well. Their first real chance of the game within the first 10 minutes was well taken. Headed home from Josh Gordon from that brilliant delivery from the left-hand side from Connor Wood. So that was what put Leicester away, despite attempts right at the end on the line for Alfie Jones to clear. Looked like it's going to be 1-0 at half-time, but Leicester had other ideas. Another ball in from Wood, headed home from Hughes. And Hughes, who was player of the season for Chester in the National League last season, had 3 headers as well in the second half. But that time, he took it in the first. And then there we are, Leicester. That was a goal that sealed it, really. It was a lovely ball in from Chowdhury. Plenty of space, and on a plate for Thomas with a left foot. Well, he took his spot. Made it 3-0 to Leicester City. You knew then the game was gone. Saints, you'd hope then, would try and get a late consolation, at least to breathe some little bit of life into the game. But Leicester, in injury time, just when it looked like it was going to be 3-0, well, what a finish that was. Leicester's top goal scorer. I mean, it was difficult really to miss, but he made absolutely no mistake there. Lovely little one-touch football involving Chowdhury, involving Barnes, and last of all, finished really, really well by George Thomas, who's gone and scored again to get his 8th of the season. So not to be for Southampton tonight, unfortunately, in the Premier League Cup. But thanks for listening, thanks for watching this game. Leicester have gone to Southampton under 23s and won 4-0 at Staplewood. Saints have got 2 more away games to come. Then we've got live TV coverage online on Facebook and YouTube on the Southampton FC official side. At home to Middlesbrough at the end of April as well. That will be on a Monday night. But it finished here. Leicester are the side going through to the last 8 of the Premier League Cup. Southampton 0, Leicester 4.